Welcome to Breaking Bread, Finny podcast, where we here to find solutions that positively impact the community. It's your boy. We get the E from Etouffee. You get the J from Jambalaya. It's your boy EJ in the building. You heard me?
What's up,
See,
EJ?
what's up, family? We over
I'm
here
joining the Breaking Bread.
Breaking Bread Finny podcast. I got my host over here. You know, you got Miss Redhead, Miss Love. You know, you got your little person that be chilling in the garden. She be cooking. You might come up. She might give you an apple off the tree. Yeah, the little
Never
sweet
know.
redhead over here, Miss Mona Rue. Give it up, Miss Mona Rue, right here. How you feeling
What's
today?
up, family?
How you feeling?
How you do?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
I like to say I'm groovy. I'm groovy.
Groovy.
Yeah, that's my word. Because groovy is a happy word. So I'm groovy.
Groovy.
There's nothing bad about being groovy. You know, you're in the mood, you can be groovy. Grooving with just about anything. You can groove it up, down, all around, just groove it.
Big fast. Let's get into it. I hope y'all ready. Get your mind ready. Get your body active. Because we sitting at the table. And I hope y'all know everybody is about to eat. You heard me? Let's get it. Today's topic, episode 3, is about. It's about, we talk about community. We focus on community and this podcast. And we're going to talk about sustainability within the community. We know sustainability within the community is a very broad topic, so we're going to dive into this specifically for this episode and talk about how can we make change on a local community level, such as households, individual households like y'all, like my people, like me, like all of us, and just how to sustain and prepare for climate change and just how it comes into play. Because we keep going through it every single time. I know people done with this. It's just done. And then,
just how about you just get your life raft? EJ, yeah. Can we just get a life raft and prepare for climate change?
At this point, you might as well get floating houses. It just so that's what we need. So we're gonna go into it, go into it already. So let's hit it up. Sustainability. Okay, quick summary. We're gonna go into it. Just Hurricane Ida just came back. It's tragic times. No one was ready for it. It was quick.
But especially that 5G towers. You know them 5G towers came down?
Man, I ain't hear about that, but I know a lot of houses got hit hard, a lot of buildings, we had a lot of water. We want to make sure everybody's safe. I hope y'all good. I hope y'all taking care. I know FEMA has not been reliable like usual, but the government just slow with FEMA. Y'all should be bang out y'all checks, bang out y'all money, and they wasn't prepared, just honestly. So they wasn't prepared. So we gotta figure out how we gotta be prepared, because clearly every time we get hard, we just kind of I feel like we just get pushed to the side, and there's no structure to go about what's going on. So like I heard one story real quick. I think it was like a bank, or it was they're distributing money, and the government just came down and just came down in a truck with cash, bricks of cash. I'm like, okay, giving someone bricks of cash is great, right? But they have to manage it, they have to time it, they have to give it to people, figure out systems to create. That right there could take a couple months. People don't have much. People have minutes. They ready to get their houses done now.
Wait, back up. You said a truck came down here and was handing people.
Not handing people. It is handing like a bank, just money, straight up, just money. It's like, here's a bunch of money from FEMA, and they trying to figure out what to do with it. They don't know what to buy. It's like, okay, what you gotta buy? Like the system, right? Or process that should be in order to be like, okay, as soon as you get the money, get tarps, boom. Get chairs, get food, straight up, boom. It should be automatic. Like this, you should have everything lined up. It wasn't lined up. So
Nah, and it's still not lined up.
It's still not lined up. So
can I tell you about what I heard today? I mean, this has been an ongoing situation, but I just learned about it today.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Off the west coast of the United States, there are over 50 cargo ships. And it costs about $20,000 or $40,000 for those cargo ships to even come from China. And now they're just sitting in the ocean because they can't get the product into the United States to get it to the people who have now the cash from the bank, right? You know, they got their little money or a lot of money. I don't know.
There's a couple million.
But they can't get the resources that they need because they're sitting out on cargo boats out in the middle of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
How in the world does that happen? Where
supply chain?
I don't know because that's above my pay grade. I don't know how the ships go from China to the cargo ships to California to the port to the trucks and down to the vendors and then to the people. I mean,
that's a long process.
It seems to be because it's still over 50 cargo ships sitting out in the middle of the ocean. And they paid upwards of $40,000 to get those cargo ships here from China.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's about 10,000 a trip. What they call the cargo? Each trailer or cargo is $10,000.
Right. You know. So who has to eat all that cost now? So now you have vendors who have to now raise prices or use different means of supplying either food, clothing, or shelter, whatever it is that they're vending. And to keep their business afloat, and at the same time meet the service and needs of the community. So that dollar that you got that you thought you was going to be able to get 10 apples for, you can only get 2.
It's crazy. It's real crazy. I'm telling you, it's just most of that involves the supply chain. The supply chain got disrupted from the hurricane. People and COVID going on. That's also nothing. So less workers
and lazy people. Can I say that?
They in the midst, but I don't think, let's say it's not big enough to. It could be to affect enough, but you're gonna give a shit.
We don't have enough people working.
People don't want to work those jobs, so
they bringing them from Jamaica and from Haiti to work, from Afghanistan. They drop them in different cities.
That's true.
Work I think because they're willing to work.
They willing to work, but that's a whole nother topic. I want to do my research. We do that, but just on that is the supply chain. I'll tell you right now, it's just supply chain, and supply chain is basically what Mona Rouge just said. It's just how do you get from goods from China, overseas to the ports, to the trucks, to the New Orleans, to the grocery stores, and then to the grocery stores, to the consumers, which is us, the people, the community. That's supply chain. Just the path it takes to create it, and for the end user to use it, which is us. So that's just supply chain in a nutshell. And it's huge. It basically run out the whole world, really.
But we are like the top country, right, in the world, supposed to be, right? This first world country, and what's the problem? Why we don't know how to do this? We've been doing it for decades, centuries. So why is it like a foreign language right now? Why is it so difficult?
It's difficult for many reasons. I ain't about to get too deep into it, but supply chain is just so big on global level. And you could talk about it just like distribution. It could be layoffs. It could be people with COVID. You have less people working, and more demand for goods increase, especially in one particular region. But you still got to feed the whole country. Well, if you don't send supplies here and you reroute those supplies from one place to another place, but you only have a limited supply, one city not getting their goods. One city not going to eat for a day till they going somewhere else. Even though they got impact harder, but you can't let a city go hungry. They're going to be struggling. So now you got 2 cities struggling.
They're going to migrate somewhere else.
They're going to migrate. You know what I mean? So and part of this, you have to just be smart and prepare yourself. That's what I'm a big fan of, just local food, local gardens, you know, just so like you don't have to rely on America. Cause America gonna fail, like as far as consistently giving goods to people who need it at a moment's notice. That's why we got food deserts and stuff like that, because we're struggling supplying food. You know, America wastes a ton of food. And I don't know. I'm gonna
Oh
get the
my
data.
goodness. Let's not get into that one.
I'm gonna run a data on that one. Yeah, it's gonna shock you. I'm telling y'all, it's
Oh
crazy.
my gosh. The amount of food that's
Crazy.
wasted on a daily basis
Crazy.
and is
You should,
ridiculous.
you should look at what's happening in Arizona.
Don't make me have a Mona rant about wastefulness.
It's crazy. I'm telling you. Check it out.
We need to get better at this, people.
You'll get better. Don't worry. But it just, we're gonna get, just crazy with food deserts. But we need to just, I say on local level, that I'm big on local, local community, local gardens. When we have that local garden, I don't have to rely on, a truck trying to come and bring me food or bring my family food, bring my kids food. I could just go in my backyard. If I just know how to garden from scratch, even if my garden gets messed up, at least I could start playing. Yeah, you're not gonna have food already. You're not. It takes time, right? We don't have time. So what we gotta do is just have connections and networking with people who in the area. So like say Texas is like, all right, Texas is, or Houston, whatever, they have gardens. Or say Shreveport, they have gardens, right? They got excess food. Yo, send that excess food to New Orleans. Shreveport is only 4.5 miles away, 4.5 hours away, right? You could do that in a day. You could do,
I have done that several times in one day.
Too. You could do that in a day. So like if people need food, you could give people food from that. Okay, you take a little bit from Shreveport, or you're gonna take a little bit from Dallas, you're gonna take a little bit from, Arkansas, Little Rock, right? They have food. You take that, a little bit gonna go a long way.
It will, because you don't really require a whole lot.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then New Orleans populations is, it's not a large cap market. So
they like to eat chicken though.
You like to eat, you know what I mean? But you could,
they like to eat chicken.
It's not as bad.
Popeyes be having a line down the street.
For real. You know what I mean? Just we could get food here so people could at least have something to feed and something to eat on. So that's why I think if we have that connection, I'm just saying, if we had that connection, boy, I think we more sustained from climate change than what we're doing now. So that's that's my little take on it.
I agree. I mean, I think that our community needs to be more proactive than reactive. I mean, I think that's what you were hinting, sir, on earlier.
I'm telling you, create a garden
proactively about where we live. We live in a community where the infrastructure is not set up to successfully take on category 3 and 4, God forbid a 5 hits the city. You know what I'm saying? Or anywhere for that matter. I mean, a 5, I don't know if does any city in the United States have the infrastructure to take on a category 5? I mean, I don't know. I have to do some research, but I know this, Florida, being hit so many times, have really changed their infrastructure that allows them to bounce back quickly. We could take a few lessons from their infrastructure here in this city.
Mm-hmm. And that's something important we need to do. And just that's that part of innovation. And that we just need to build better infrastructure so we could bounce back quicker. So anybody who got ideas of like, yo, we should put this building here, or this a bad place to put a building because of this.
We need we need more green. More green.
We need that.
I got a money tree back here.
The money tree.
The money tree. Got a money tree growing in the backyard.
Yeah, money tree. See, just bring all those ideas to the table. Like, we need those ideas. If you got an idea like that, bring them to the idea. I'm going to figure out how to submit those ideas. Probably on probably do through Instagram for now. to get
You can
everything
do
set
it.
up.
I bet you have a ton of ideas.
Yeah, I think of some things, you know what I mean? So it just, I think it takes more like, because with infrastructure, all right, they already doing some things like protecting the coastline. You could do, I looked up YouTube videos on um Marbury Forest, something like that, a mango forest, I think it's called, where like it slows down all the catastrophic waves coming into the ocean. I think that'd be something cool just to help with the pressure, with the force of waves, and then hitting
I
the.
don't know. You want to mess with Mother Nature like that though? I
That,
mean, I
that's
know
not,
we already messing with Mother Nature, but
yeah, but
she's a
mango forest
she's
is already natural.
yes.
It's a natural barrier though, so
Yeah.
like it's going to sustain itself on its own, because those trees and those climate could sustain in that type of weather. It's not just going to like just blow away. It's sustainable. So if it do break, it can go back, because that's what it used to.
Can we just stop cutting down the rainforest though?
Oh yeah, that's another one. But in the wilderness, like we have a lot of trees. We have like oak trees, and these trees are made to just sustain these type of weather and these type of climates. So we just needed to figure out new ideas to like help the environment so we don't get impacted as hard. Like I said, mango forest, that's just one. We need
Yeah.
more research and more climate scientists, in the community, that's from the community, that knows what to do. It's like I live here all my life, or majority of my life, and I study New Orleans. I know, or I have an idea what we could do to sustain it.
Okay, so simply put, if I live, you know where I live. You see my house. You see my little backyard. It's what, maybe a 20 by 20 at best. Okay, so with that said, what could I do on my
That's
level?
garden.
What can I plant in my patio? What can I grow back here that could add my little 2 cents that I care about the environment, especially here? What can I do?
And for you, man, you asking me.
And people
That's
like
me
me,
asking you.
because there's a lot of people who live in apartments and they just
We
have
the
like,
gardener, just let y'all know.
huh?
Like Mona Ruth the gardener, just let y'all know. I'm like, I'm about to get tips. So she asked me, I should be asking you, what little she made a little, she had an aloe vera plant that I love. Just, I don't know how she grew it. It's a good, decent size aloe vera plant. It's about, you know, little bigger than, your bull pie gumbo at Christmas, you know what I mean? It's a little bigger than that. But it's nice, you know what I mean? So, but then your little 2 cents. This, by the way, she don't have no grass no more. She had
Right,
moved.
no grass.
She got no grass. So she used like I know she
Pots.
got some pots, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you tell the folks as far as gardening. So like if something just happened, what type of plants can they plant in their backyard? So say like this does happen, and they don't like, I'm not about to be fighting the people in the lines. I'm trying to eat, and my family got to eat. What can they plant in their house today? Some easy that they could start growing their own.
Right, right. All
What you
life
got?
is precious and easy. And to grow some peppers and some herbs that you can use. I mean, you can sustain yourself fairly well off herbs and peppers and just water. I mean, so taking the time to put those essential things and actually practicing that on a daily or at least a weekly, you can do that. It's easy, very easy. I know, and I hate when people say it's easy because it's easy for those who it comes natural to. Some others need a little help. I like to say some people need an individualized plan of action to help them get over that hump so they can sustain themselves by themselves.
Need to. Need to.
We
It
got
just
this.
have a
We got to
garden,
help you.
buddy. And where you learn how to first garden? Like where you got this knowledge from to even start?
Oh my. Initially, oh, we might have to pause.
Like it might go out. Hold on.
We got to pause. All right.
All right, so my bad, y'all. We had technical difficulties, and we are back. What's up with y'all? How y'all feeling? You know
I
what I
hope you're
mean?
enjoying the podcast so far.
Yeah, my bad. We had technical difficulties with the mic on Monoru side, so we got it. and we talk about gardening, and I was saying, we ask them on the road, how can people start gardening today? Like right now, what people could go do just to get back and feed, because people be hungry. So you're like,
I
okay.
know I'd be hungry too. Cause when we break bread, we gotta eat. Gotta eat when we're talking.
You said, dude, what's
Gotta
up?
do
What's
that.
up? Drop that knowledge on them right fast.
Well, I do not have a green thumb. So let me just put that out there. But I do have friends that have green thumbs, and I like to ask them a whole lot of questions, and they love me. So, they teach me a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, I have a best friend. Her name is June, and she lives in Chicago, and she helps me start gardening, to understanding soil, to understanding what makes them happy, and how you can easily grow something in a pot, and then utilize that. She grows tomatoes in tomato season, and as she gets into going into winter time, she takes those tomatoes and makes sauce, and she freezes them, so all winter she has tomato sauce. Isn't that great? You can do the exact same thing. And in this area where we live, I live on the West Bank. So on the West Bank, there's this great person named Mr. George. He has a produce area right here at the end of Terra Parkway, and he has farmland, acres and acres and acres, and he sells all of his produce fresh from the farm, right off the tree. You can go see him. He tells lemon trees, lime trees, and he taught me about growing a lemon tree in a pot just in the backyard. So I love to put limes. That you can use that to alkalize your water. You can grow
Alkaline, clean
cucumbers.
the body.
Yeah, that alkaline word, that one. So you can use all of those things on a regular basis. You can even freeze your lemons and limes and to use them later. I just think all of that's great. So get yourself a deep freezer, smaller, you don't need something too big, along with your refrigerator. So you can house these things. Once you grown them freshly in your backyard, you can just freeze them and use them as you go along, and you're not wasting anything. And if you have an abundance, please share. You can share with your neighbor and anyone else who enjoys the same herbs and vegetables and fruits that you do. And what's fun also, when you go to a produce store, a grocery store, you find a fruit or a vegetable that you have not tried, you get like 3 or 4 of them in a row, and you go home and have a little taste test. You can try with something simple like hummus or some ranch dressing. And again, some of these things, again, you can make yourself. I love chickpeas.
Back with it. All right, go.
Breaking bread, son. Breaking bread.
All right, you can continue with it.
I'm going to take you to something simple. If you love tomatoes like I do, get you some tomato seeds. Find something simple in your house that you don't use anymore, like an old dresser drawer or a box or something, because you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to make this happen, right? It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be durable and sustainable. You get you some dirt, some good dirt with some fertilizer in it, and you can learn how to make fertilizer. I swear, you can learn how to make fertilizer. They're doing this in Haiti right now. It's on YouTube. It's great. But you can get some fertilizer and some dirt. You put that together, put the seeds in there with some water, in your makeshift pot, whatever you want to put it in. Like, again, it does not have to be fancy, and just watch it grow. And once it grows, what you do, you harvest it. And once you harvest it, you take it. And like I was saying earlier, you can freeze certain things and make your own little dishes later. You can make, for me, it's tomatoes.
What harvest
and tomatoes grow fairly well here in New Orleans, but something like avocados would be very difficult to grow here. Pineapple is kind of difficult too, but something like tomatoes and potatoes, you can absolutely grow that here. Peppers, red peppers. You know how much they charge for red peppers and yellow peppers in the grocery store? You can grow it yourself at home for free and then have them right outside. Basil and all these things you can use to cook with and enjoy your meals on a regular basis. So take 1, 2, 3, 4 steps and get started. It's that easy. And then the rain, you can harvest rain and keep that rainwater to feed your plants, water your plants. So
we say
no
harvest,
excuses out there.
What that when you say harvest, what that mean?
Collect it. All right. And to keep it in a place where you're not necessarily willing to share it with the other animals. You're not going to share it. So you have to harvest it in a way that you can keep it for yourself. I mean, no hate to the animals, but if we're harvesting our stuff, just like squirrels take their nuts and they harvest it for themselves and they keep it. We can do the same thing. And if you want to share with other humans, because you have an abundance to share with other humans, please do. I encourage that totally.
Is it the type of soil they should get it, or just any type of soil, or can they just go in the dirt in their backyard, put it in there, or did I go to the store?
If you want to use regular dirt that you get off, whatever in the backyard, you have to make sure it has nutrients in that. So nutrients comes from compost. So you get some compost and some fertilizer, and you mix that up with the dirt. Hello, you have some beautiful, edible, delicious food to eat.
Yeah, compost is manure.
We know what compost is. Do you know that they're using human compost in Haiti? They have a human composting center production going on that is sustaining their vegetation and bringing their forest and planting back. It's great. It's great. They're making strides in the right direction.
If it works, it works.
Yep, it works. It's old school. I mean, it's been going on for centuries. So
they get the compost from the store, from the ground, and they get the soil, get the compost,
can get pre-made compost at the store. However, it gets a little complicated when it comes down to what is that? That oh my gosh, I'm having a menopausal moment where I forget words. And for lack of better word at the moment, the poison that you spray on plants. You don't really have to do that. Huh? Pesticides. Thank you. Yeah, that word. So when you're planting stuff at home, you just have to be wary of different animals coming in that would want to eat your food because they're hungry too. So you want to protect your area where you want to be growing and harvesting your plants.
Okay, how often should you water tomatoes?
How often you should water tomatoes? Daily.
Yeah, I know it's good. Like a tomatoes daily. So how much?
Don't drown them because you don't want to drown them, but you just want to give them enough water so they're not drying out, so they can prosper. Just like your body, you're gonna water your body every day. You're gonna water a tomato plant every day. So tomatoes, lemons, herbs like basil and parsley, things like that. And rosemary grows so easily, and then they smell good in your backyard. You can grow mint and have tea. I mean, you can do so much that does not require a whole lot of dinero,
Facts. Okay, that's cool. Like, if I just stand in my backyard, I'm gonna go get some seeds from Home Depot or Lowe's, something like that, and just put them in the box. Yeah, put it in the box with some dirt and some compost.
And
you get
some
it from
water.
The backyard. You can go to Home Depot, get it, and just put it all together and just let it sit outside and
you let it get the sun energy on it, because the sun energy helps it grow.
All right, let it sit outside, water it every day for about how many minutes you could, just.
It depends on how big your harvest is. If you just have one vine or two vines, you just want to do enough to saturate the dirt, but not oversaturate.
All right,
especially
I got a seed, just a little bit of water.
So I'm gonna see you with some tomato plants at your place in Ruston. You're gonna have some tomatoes. You like tomatoes? Don't you like tomatoes? You like tomatoes?
Yeah, I've been cooking with a lot more. Maybe not here, just because I'm about to graduate coming up. But after I get my place get a lot more settled, then hopefully I can make a little garden and just I have my little mints, some lemons, some Creole tomatoes. Just I like fresh. So the more fresh I could get, the better. And I won't have to travel. I just go in my backyard. I'd be like, I'm about to go get this tomato out the backyard real fast. I don't have to travel to no store. I don't have no gas money. I just go get my little stuff. And I'm easy. You know what I mean? So I don't like to travel. Traveling back and forth to the grocery station. It's
the birds, man. That's primitive.
Like, I could do it. I don't mind doing it. If I could go in my backyard and just go get it, I'd rather do that than get my car, go to the store, wait in line, pay money, a lot more money than I would pay than just to water and garden on my own, and knowing that like, hey, I know how to garden, so I feel good. I know how to garden, and two, anything happen, I have the knowledge to garden and make food for me, for my family, for anybody who wants to eat. So
Yeah, and you don't have to wonder where it came from.
that that's it. I don't have to wait. Once it's grown, I don't have to wait.
You never know. You might be able to barter with some people. Somebody might have some ice cream and you want some ice cream and you have some phenomenal tomato paste. And like, I give you a jar of tomato paste made from my backyard. And if I can have that ice cream right there.
Oh, we going old school, huh? You going
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah.
the merchants. New
Yeah.
Orleans, that's the more trade.
History repeats itself. So we're going to
Sure
be
do.
technology advanced in some way. I'm going to take Craig's word. It might be his word. I just heard him say it. Ancient futuristic.
Ancient futuristic. That's
Ancient
cool.
futuristic. That's
I
what's up.
like it. You're going back to the
Futuristic.
basic
Yes.
innovation level. I like it.
You like it? You like it? I like it too.
I'm feeling it. I learned a lot. You learn how to garden. I don't have to wait on nobody. I just go get my plant, go get my tomatoes, go get my bell pepper, and I just start cooking. I don't have to wait.
And start cooking. Make you a delicious meal. Yeah.
Boom. And I take the same knowledge I learned and I teach it to my kids. My kids teach it to their kids and the kids. And then you never have to worry about food again. As long as you got some land, as long as you got some dirt, you could eat for generations. So that's the point I want to make to y'all. Just once you learn how to garden for yourself, then you could always eat. And that's what we do at Breaking Bread Infinity Podcast. That's why it's infinity, because we eat forever at this table. Because for everybody, it's for a community. If you got access, y'all got some extra food, you want to trade, you got some lemons, I want some lemons. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Trade. I give you some lemons, I get some tomatoes, whatever, vice versa. And everybody happy. Boom. Make fresh lemonade.
That's what. You gotta be family.
Big family podcast.
We are family.
Community.
You got all my sisters and brothers and so and cousins and me. Yay.
Aunts and uncles, all of them.
We're gonna do it.
That's what's up.
So until next time.
Yeah, for sure. Check that out for real. Go garden, check it out. That's a great way to sustain yourself. It don't matter what's going on in the building, hurricane, tornado, you had the knowledge to sustain yourself, to grow fruit, to do whatever you got to do, and you want to wait on nobody. It takes time. Yes, I understand that it takes time, but just know that you have that in your chart, in your back pocket whenever you need it. You just pull it out whenever you teach your kids. Your kids could go in there and then go garden, could help you in the garden. They could pull out. So just know y'all can eat. It takes time, yes, but y'all could eat. I ain't waiting nobody, ain't depending on nobody, ain't depending on no Whole Foods, Walmart. They take forever. FEMA, they slow. They're slow as shoot, in my opinion. They're slow for Katrina and they're slow for Ida. You know what I mean? So I ain't about to trust them right now, because they need to build that our trust in the community. Because we hungry now, not 10 years now. So that's why I'm gonna switch to. I'm already want to learn how to garden. So yeah, I'm taking tips from Mona right here, the gardening lady in the backyard.
In the backyard. Mm-hmm. Backyard garden.
Like Mona, the garden lady. Mm-hmm. The
living ancient futuristically and with breaking bread.
That's how she do it. But I'm gonna say y'all, I'm encouraging y'all, go check it out. Go garden. Watch some YouTube videos. Like I said, Mona gave y'all some great tips about getting soil. Getting your soil, get your compost ready so y'all can garden your own backyard. Even if you don't have no grass, you don't have no dirt. You don't have no dirt. Now. She got pots.
I got pots. Oh yeah, because I have dirt and pots. I just don't have dirt right here.
Yeah, so we got that. So y'all could, if she could do it, we're gonna try for our way. Y'all could do it. Y'all could do it. Y'all terrace. Y'all up here. Y'all put in your window. There's different ways. Just real quick, tell them if they got a window or a terrace, can they still garden?
Absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely. That's a way to do everything.
There we go. Now window.
We're gonna do all of that. But I encourage everybody to do it as well. Hit us up. Hit us up. What's going on with you? Your innovations, your ideas on making this earth, Mother Earth, a better place to live for everybody, a healthier, loving place, a kinder place for everybody. Let us know.
Community living. That's how we doing. Yeah, I mean, community living, community chilling. That's how we do.
Yeah, I love it.
Hey, check this out. You got any final thoughts you want to leave people? The great family, the great community of the world. What we got?
All I'm saying is continue to be yourself, love yourself, and break bread with others. Be an inspiration to not only yourself, but to others. Love yourself, love your neighbor, love God. Keep it real.
For sure, you heard here, folks. Love yourself, love your neighbors. Golden rule: treat others how y'all want to be treated, and community share. You're gonna get through this through the community, by the community, for the community, and that's how we're gonna grow, sustain our own selves, and we're gonna be prosperous. Innovation is key. Keep your knowledge ready. Keep your head ready, because Breaking Bread Infinity Podcast
and radio station. Thank you, EJ, for all of that.
I'm your boy EJ in the building. You got your co-host. Say your name. Say your name.
I am Monu out here.
Monu. You already know Breaking Bread Infinity Podcast episode 3. I hope y'all enjoy it. Check us out. Come back, comment, like, subscribe, and we here.
We're here.
All right. Peace. Later, y'all. Later, family.